Okay, this is one of the new Arrowhead models, 4,600 cubic foot ACF covered hoppers. I was fortunate to get 3 of them and figured I'd do a review so everybody could have a look at them. Anybody that's bought some of their previous cars, the Railguns, the Pennsylvania H39s, knows what quality the cars are, and overall I'm happy with this one. Couple little things, nothing major. Yeah, one of the air hoses broke off, and that's not a big deal. I would have probably just put another one on anyway, so I can replace that. That's no big deal. The detail is really good, except it looks like this piece here got bent. I can straighten that out, no big deal. They got the coupler lift bars, the see-through metal grating for the walkway. The other end has all the piping, and they did a really good job with the amount of piping going to all the valves. The lettering's crisp, easily readable. And there's the other, the other hose. I'm gonna have to paint that one black because it's molded in the same color as the rest of the car. Not a big deal. You can see the outlet gates. I'm not sure if they're using their own trucks or if they're using Intermountain trucks. Looks like it might be Intermountain wheels. I guess that's from quality control who inspected it. Overall, a really nice car. Well worth the money. The only issue I noticed with the outlet gates is one of them looks like it got bent slightly. That itself can be straightened, so I'm not really worried about that. But you know, when you're producing that many cars at a factory, something's bound to happen eventually. I think you can kind of see between this one and that one. This one's bent up somewhat, so I'll try and use some gentle pressure and take it back. The airlines, body mounted airlines are there. The only real thing I see that was an issue that's not as easily overcome. Like I said, I think these are Intermountain trucks, and usually cars are pretty free rolling, so if I give this one a shove, it's a pretty level track. So just so you don't figure maybe it's the track. These are 2 cars. I'll just use one of them. This is the brand new Tangent car I got, which is a really nice car too, so I'll give it a light shove. That'll give you an idea of what the difference is. There's a reamer that you can buy to ream out the trucks so that the wheels roll free. Oh, see, now it rolls a lot better. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was rubbing on the body. And get it back on the track again. I'll try that one more time. Okay, well, I guess that one resolved itself. So like I said, all minor issues. Really nice cars, really nice detail. They put a lot of effort into all that brake piping, see-through walkways, grabs, everything. Overall, really happy with the cars. I would like to see them do chessie, maybe B&O and C&O. Maybe I'll put that suggestion to them, but Unfortunately, there's only 3 numbers in C&NW, but I don't really model C&NW. It's just a filler car for me. So I got all 3 of them, but like I said, overall really happy with the cars, and can't wait to see their next releases on those, whatever roads they're going to do. Grand Trunk, DT&I, you know, any of those would be good. There was one other thing I noticed. I'll bring the car back. Okay, and this one is probably going to take some shims. You can see the coupler height compared to the tangent car. If I flip it around, perfectly even. So either one of these is low or one of these is high, so I'm gonna probably have to shim the coupler or shim that truck, one of the two. So another, not a major deal, but just something to look at. I haven't taken the other 2 out of the box yet, so it may just be isolated to this car. But if you get a chance, definitely pick some of these up. Well worth the money. Thanks.